Okay, listen to this. Australia's highest court has agreed to hear the case of Katy Perry versus Katy Perry. You heard that right. One Katy Perry is spelled K-A-T-Y. She's the international pop star, right? The other is an Australian clothing designer, and her name is spelled K-A-T-I. Now, the clothing designer says the pop star's clothing sales on a tour through Australia infringed on her trademark in Australia. The case wound its way through the Australian court system for 5 years. An appeals court eventually decided that the Katy Perry designer's trademark should have never been granted because the pop star was already known at the time. Essentially, it should have been assumed that the people would be looking at that brand and thinking, okay, I'm buying from Katy Perry, the singer, right? Okay, well, that's where we stand. That would confuse consumers. That was the argument anyway. One Australian judge called it a tale of two women, two teenage dreams, and one name. NBC's Maya Eaglin is joining us now. Maya, this story it's a great story. It goes beyond the tale, though, of two Katy Perrys, right? What's at stake here, and what have the courts said so far?
Hey, Tom. Yeah, I think both brands are at stake, especially the designer, Katy Perry, who has been arguing that the pop star, as you just mentioned, has been negatively influencing her clothing brand in Australia, particularly when she goes on tours and sells merchandise with their name on it. The last letters of the Katy spelled differently that ultra fans might know, but the regular average consumer might not understand. So the courts ruled with the designer in 2023, but last year they reversed their decision. They revoked the trademark from the designer. And one of the judges in that case said, quote, if you are sufficiently famous, the capacity is to monetize in all directions, not just clothing. So, Tom, I'm going to hand it back to you.
You know, there's another Tom Costello out there somewhere in the world, and he better not be cashing in on my name. That's all I got to say. It's a fascinating story. By the way, does Katy Perry, the designer, like Katy Perry's music?
I'm not sure. I feel like all this beef might have some, bad blood in the mix, but I didn't see anything on that.
Okay, Maya, thank you very much. Busy day, and we like to end on an interesting, lighter story on a Friday.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.